Okay, hello and welcome everybody. This is going to be another historical battle. It's been a little while since I've done these and I completely forgot. With the last Roman DLC we here have this extra battle which is called the Battle of Dara. And this is probably a subject I've been wanting to talk about for a little while. It's kind of, coincides slightly with the whole DLC kind of thing. Obviously the formula that CA have and other companies, but I actually quite like the historical battles, and considering the amount you get in the base game, you get a nice little sizable chunk. But if they're ever going to do DLC things which are like the shittest ones, which we can obviously look at, is the culture packs. Personally, I think they should add stuff outside of the realm of single player, which would be stuff like this. This is still obviously still single player, but not in the single player campaign. So if they do culture packs, I reckon they should coincide not just the factions you get in the campaign, but you should maybe get a historical battle per faction that they add, so that's obviously 3 historical battles. Also different implementations of the multiplayer as well. Obviously you can play as the new factions in the culture packs, and same goes for the DLCs. Obviously this historical battle coincides with the last Roman, and with the new one it should be coming out in a few months. There's bound to be one before Warhammer comes out for the second DLC for Attila, campaign pack DLC for Attila. There'll probably be another historical battle, but I think it's an untapped resource that they actually have. And if you kind of bundle all these all together, people still pay for these shitty DLCs, but myself included. If you bundled it with extra things like 2 historical battles, a multiplayer faction, not just for a single player campaign, a faction that you solely just get for multiplayer, new units for multiplayer, new maps for multiplayer, all this kind of stuff that coincides within the one culture pack or the campaign thing for this Last Roman, for example, you probably would spend your money on it, and I personally would. But you know, enough of the waffle, let's get down to the actual battle. So we are doing the historical battle of Dara. So tensions between the Roman and Sassanid empires have boiled over into war after an attempt by the Sassanid Chalcavid the first to drive Christianity out of the Iberian kingdom of the Corsicas. Justinian dispatched armies to the region to drive the Sassanids out. Belisarius, at the head of one such army, would find himself outnumbered by a Sassanid force at Dara in AD 530. This one I'm actually going to do on hard, not on very hard. Just test it out. It's obviously a new battle, so I assume it's going to be a lot harder than the previous ones I did for the vanilla Attila. That kind of rhymes. And we're going to start the battle. I've never heard of the historical, never heard of Dara in the history books, so this would be quite good. And this is why I like the historical battles as well. You get to learn a bit of history with it, which, you know, is completely different from just going, here's a faction pack, we've got some history in the campaign, but this is obviously a historical battle which actually happened. We're obviously playing as the Eastern Roman Empire with Belisarius, so we're outnumbered by the Sassanid Empire. They've got a hell of a lot of cavalry, shit ton of swords as well, and a few skirmishers. We've got a mixed bag, to be perfectly honest. We've got some cavalry, like 3 units, axe, sword, spear, a few skirmishers. I assume we are defending. By the looks of this, is a settlement or camp or something like that. If not, we might get reinforcements throughout the battle, so hopefully that is the case, because otherwise we're screwed. Some of my guys are a little bit tiered up though, which is good. We need to funnel in these cavalry. Unfortunately, I've got 3 archer cav and the rest 1, 2, 4 melee, and 5 including a general. Sorry, 6 melee. Okay, we're gonna have to set up some blockades. This is not gonna be easy. Good job I've got it on hard mode. We got our archers and skirmishers though, so we should be able to take out some of their tier units. These dudes are quite weak as well though. It'd be these guys we've got to worry about, these 2 sword units. These should be tier 1s I would assume. And these may be tier 3s. Got a couple, camel as well. Okay, let's start the battle. AD 530.
The Roman and Sassanid empires are at war. The Roman Emperor Justinian has appointed the young Belisarius as commander of his army in the east. Belisarius must reverse the tide of the war, which has been moving against the Romans. He is fortifying the city of Dara, which lies close to the enemy border. The Sassainds have sent an army under Perotzes to stop him. Outnumbered, the Romans have dug a trench before the walls to aid the city's defense. Perotzes has sent word to Belisarius that a bath should be prepared for him in the city. The Romans know, therefore, that battle will soon be upon them.
If you like it or
Man
not.
the trenches, men! The enemy advance!
Okay, we need to see what we got here. We need some choke points. Man the trenches?
On watch! Your orders! On watch! Levis Amatore!
Okay. You've only got 2 spearmen? Oh my lord. Well, they're gonna have to cover this.
Double time! Right, march! Spearmen ready for orders! At speed! Armored Legio! Melee infantry ready! Armored Legio! Melee infantry at your command!
Let's get our cavalry together.
Riders at your command! Battle group!
Obviously we're very weak for them to come through in this direction as well. And they're going to send their archers in, so...
Defensive positions! Guard!
Let's get them here actually.
Double time!
Everyone's starting to get back. Okay, we've got a lot of cavalry coming in now, so... We're going to get our cavalry out here because we need to flank with these guys. Okay, they took some damages there. And he's taking damage from slingers, etc, etc. So we're doing some damage, just the main thing. They're trying to take that objective point. I'm going to put the general separately because obviously we don't want him to die. So our guys are going to be tier 2. We've got tier 3 spears, tier 1, tier 3 axe, tier 2. So see what we've got here. Tier 1, tier 2 immortals, tier 1, tier 2 horses. Okay, the general's actually coming in, which is pretty stupid.
City, Commander. They must be stopped.
Okay, that's probably the most retarded thing we've ever seen.
The enemy general is dead, slain in the midst of battle. His army will surely lose heart.
Okay, they try and take that point though, so just leave our guys here in the meanwhile. And we're going to send our axemen in. Send a sword in as well to back him up. Let's move them to this direction. We're going to start getting our cavalry to come in as well. We also got to remember there's trenches here, so this is obviously stop the flow. Okay, now we're going to have to move back in a little bit. So move a few guys back. Let's take care of these archers. Okay, we're gonna go into these guys. Okay, charge. Bundle. Okay, let's send him in. Okay, it's a lot of men. Okay, I'll probably move him up as well. Let's get him out of it. We obviously lost him. God, this is an absolute fuckfest over here. Let's get them chase him. Okay, let's fight them. Let's move them out of the way. Let's get our skirmishers on this side. Once they move out of the way.
Hold position. Excubatores.
Take that side off. Come on, they're nearly dead. Then we can start pushing into this, guys. And start firing at him. Let's take out the key targets at least. Okay, getting some shots off on them. God, they must be finished in a minute, come on. Okay, let's go into the side of these guys now. That's going to help out a little bit. I'll start pushing up this guy. We'll get him to flank on the side as well. While they're still taking shots from this side. Let's get him to charge him. Okay, let's go into these. I might send my general now.
Secretary! Advance! Engage!
Okay.
Formation!
Let's kill these twats off.
Prosper and warriors! Armored Secretary! Prosper and warriors! Battle ready!
Okay, let's help this guy out.
Yours to command!
We don't want the general to die, so.
Prosper and warriors! Kill! 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 Armored
Let's move him up.
legio! At speed! Promise! Let's engage! Charge! Advance!
Okay, let's charge. We're starting to get some of their units to go now, which is good.
Charge!
Let's move our general out.
Levis and the Torre!
Guys, it's a massive clusterfuck. The only thing with siege battles is a bit boring because you can just literally just get them to cluster up in one point, and this has been going on since Rome 2, so
Advance at speed! Quickly now! Armored Legio!
let's get him out, he can flank around them.
For glory! Forward!
Charge.
Forward!
So we keep doing that until we get some of his units gone. We're going to get him to flee. We've obviously won this battle, so
Fighters advance!
I'm going to get him to come around here as well.
Yours to command! Lezioni, Senores! Conditores! Armored Legio!
Okay, they're going to go inside there, get engaged. And we're flanking again.
Comes! Advance! Conditores! Ready for orders!
Okay, he's going to go now.
Advance at speed! Armored Secretary! Attila!
Come on. Move in, guys. Swarm. Swarm my enemy. Kill these Sassainds bastards. Once and for all. The Eastern Roman Empire versus the Sassainds.
By your command! Forward!
Let's get it to charge down. Rest in peace. Or pieces. Okay, they're starting to flee now. We're taking control of this. But yeah, the AI wasn't exactly clever on this one. They sent their general in straight away, and then obviously they just massed a huge amount of forces. You think with the map how it was, there's open point here, open point there, obviously it's the same in this direction as well. Pretty stupid. They could have flanked in from like multiple directions, and they just choose to go through funnel through one area, which is pretty stupid. Hey ho, won the battle though. And let's whittle them down and see what kills we've got. We managed to get. Obviously their unit's always going to be generally weaker compared to the Romans. Sassainds, their spear units, even these tiers, like kind of like the Persian Empire in Rome too. Like they're very, very, you know, they're built for distant warfare. They're not going to be having massive chainmail and stuff like that. So very mobile and agile units. There we go, wrapping them up.
The enemy retreat in disarray. The battle is ours.
Victory is ours. Okay.
A glorious victory will soon be yours.
Perfect victory, my ass. Okay. They had obviously double the forces deployed, but then again we was defending. Out of their troops, the horses done the best, 137, 206. The rest of them pretty mediocre. Those were the archer dudes as well, so it makes, you know, perfect sense. Yeah, their skirmishers done the best. Everyone else in the absolute naffle, really. Our guys, general done 267. Other cav 101, 55, but they did get bogged down by one of their archers, which is a bit annoying. Obviously, look at our archers: 504 kills, 401, 385, 321. So obviously they got the kills, but they were facing against very, very weak armoured dudes. So all them kills is going to be against this lot, pretty much. 271, 183 to help out when they're bogged down. Spears, where are the spears? 153. 70. No, he didn't do that bad. Oh, sorry, that good to be honest. But obviously they bogged down the kills they probably did get was from the first wave of cavalry at the beginning. So there you go, guys. That is the Battle of Dara. I hope you enjoyed that one, and obviously there'll be more to come. I've still got a few to do actually. As we can see on here, you've got Samara we need to do, Cartagena, which is a naval battle one, which I'm not going to do good at. Adrianople and the Catalonian Plain. So 1, 2, 4 left out of all of them. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.